So combat wise, like what kind of game would you compare the combat to? Like the way you fight? Especially if you're one-shotting, like I don't see.
That's just a very minor game mechanic. There's so much more. So you have what people have a gripe with the game for the most part with the combat is the fact that there's no lock on to the enemy. There's no lock on at all. And I think that's for the game that this is, I think it's a good thing. They didn't need it, and it wouldn't work if they did that because Mongols fight dirty most of the time. Like they'll group up on you. They'll have 5 guys swinging at you at the same time. And the game gets really complicated because you have to change stances for the type of enemy that you're fighting against. So like there's a stance for guys with swords, a different one for shields, a different one for spears, a different one for like giant big dudes.
Okay. Like
brutes type guys. So you and it's really you can change that stance on the fly, and you start to with most games, the more you do it, you just get better and better and better at it. And you can kind of spread out the people that you want to kill first, or throw poison darts at the guy you don't really want to deal with right now type thing. It's really deep and amazing. I love it.
So that sounds like, at least on the stance thing, it automatically made me go to Neo. Only sounds like more advanced. Like you have more than just 3 options.
Yeah.
Can you run combos through it? Like you're starting.
There's combos.
Sweet.
There's and you unlock those. So there's lots of different techniques that you can unlock, and you just earn points by playing the game and finishing missions and things like that.
All right.
So there's a combo where you hold triangle and then you do triangle, square, triangle, and that just destroys someone with the shield. You just run right through them. And what I love about it is the combos have it's a completely different animation for your character as well. Every combo, and there's probably a dozen for each stance.
Oh wow.
Different combos you can do.
Are there any combos that link stances? Like you'll start with a sword one and then end in a shield kind of thing?
You can do that with the shorter combos. So there's essentially a triangle, square, triangle for every stance. And what you can do is you can do triangle, square, triangle on your sword stance, and then do on the D-pad, I think it's just hold D-pad then A to go to your next stance. And then this is why the lock-on system wouldn't work, because you have to just swing over to the next guy who has a different, that you need a different stance for. So if there was a lock-on, the only guy you could see on the camera would be the guy that you're locked onto. But with this, you can you can plan it out in your head and be like, okay, I'm gonna beat up this guy with this combo, and I'm gonna switch to the moon stance, beat up this guy with this combo, then I'm gonna swing over to this guy and throw a fucking kunai at this guy, poison dart at this guy, run away, go in the bushes with this guy. And it's great. You can do so many different things in the game. It's amazing.
All right.
And you will probably play the game completely differently than I did, or some people will, because I just I played the whole game like a samurai. I just walked up to people and fight me now, But other people that I notice in Twitch streams and stuff is they like to play it like a ninja, and you can totally do that. Just go, you could kill an entire camp of people and they never see you.
Okay. That's good that the combat is deep enough that they're giving options to the player and how they want to play, instead of being like, hey, you have to play this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said there's definitely a stance that you should use if you're going against a shield, but is it possible to just not change stance and just fucking beat them because you're good?
So if you're using a stance on somebody, if you're using the wrong stance, essentially, then you can beat them up, but it's just really hard. It's just a lot harder. They'll just block you or they'll parry you because you're your face the wrong way, they're like, "Okay, dumbass," and then just like hit you in your totally wide open area.
Okay.
So it's definitely to your benefit to do that, but you don't have to.